So it is Thursday morning. It is like, golly jeez, hold with the left hand. It's 9:50. I have already showered, gotten mostly ready for the day. I just finished breakfast with my sister. And we have already knocked some stuff off the list. So let's look at the list and check some stuff off. So I've already given Bruiser his bath. And I have already put away my dishes. I've washed most of them, but I am finishing up meal prepping, so I've got a couple more to wash in a minute. I've lit my candles. I have put away my pepper products. And so far, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 and it's already 9:50. Go us. And then on the planner side, I have, of course, done Bruiser's bath. The trash has already ran and I've moved it back up to the... Hello. I asked you if you wanted up here and you said no. Do you want up here now? What? What? Come here. Well, come here then. So in a minute, as soon as I leave you guys, I'm going to go start my washer, cut my fingernails, fold a load of laundry, wipe down the ottoman, and then finish the kitchen. And then we'll move to everything else. So Bruiser says hi. Sharpay is actually outside right now with one of her friends, I guess her cousin. One of my sister's dogs wanted to come home with me because she loves playing with Sharpay, so she's outside right now. They're playing. So after we get through this list, we're probably going to go ahead and I'll show you guys like a clean by clean where I go through each room and kind of pick up the clutter and the loose ends. Probably as I'm doing some of this stuff today. So I'm gonna let you guys go because I gotta go change my battery out and then I'll start showing you what we're gonna do. Bye. So I feel like we need to have a talk. It's like 9:01 p.m. right? Okay, so it's 9:01 p.m. At 1 o'clock about, my phone restarted. And that is the third day of it restarting. And the first day it was just YouTube videos, so I was like, oh, whatever, I'll just stop watching YouTube on my phone till I can figure out a solution. And then yesterday it did a little more. And then today it was like my sister FaceTimed me, restarted. I opened up Spotify, restarted. I used any app, it was restarting. So the first thing I did was I went to the AT&T store because they're my carrier, and I was like, this is what's happening. And they were like, huh, well, it's an Apple product, so you need to go talk to them. And so then I drove the 20 minutes up to the mall to the Apple store. It's not an Apple store, it's like a Apple affiliate store, I guess. It's called Simply Mac, but there are like geniuses there. So I go in and they run all the diagnostics and they're like, yeah, it'll be like 5 to 7 business days because we got to send this off. We don't know what it is. It's not your battery. Your battery's actually good. And I was like, Nope. I get like phone calls in the morning. They tell me where I'm working, and I took this week off. I can't be without a phone for another 5 to 7 days. Like, I just can't. Like, that's my livelihood. I won't be able to afford my bills. And they were like, we got nothing for you, hun. And then, so they like called the Apple support because they might like be able to overnight you like a replacement phone, and you can send this one back. And I was like, okay. So I called Apple support the first time, and Apple support was like, okay, first off, restore your phone. And I was like, okay. So I restored my phone, which, you know, you can't be on the phone to do that. So then I called them again. They're like, okay, but when you restored your phone, did you load your iCloud back? And I was like, yes, no one told me not to. And they're like, no. Restore your phone again. Don't load your iCloud back. Like, try and use it like it's new. So like, don't log in or load your iCloud or anything. Just like log in, like maybe download an app or two and see if it'll work. And so I did. Still restarting. So I called them the third time, and I talked to this really nice lady named Marquita, and she was like, well, I just ran a diagnostic and it looks like it's your battery is what it's telling me. Why don't you go, I know you don't want to, but go back to the Simply Mac store and have them replace your battery. Here, I set you up an appointment. Like, I understand not being able to go without your phone for like 5 to 7 days. That's asking a lot. Like, I've made all these notations, and so your appointment is for 4:40. So I head up to the mall. It's about an hour away. Not the mall, but like the appointment. It was like 3:40. So I go up to the mall, and I like go in, and I'm like, okay. And they're like, oh, you're back. And I'm like, yes, I know, I'm sorry. And so I'm like, okay. So they said that this is the problem and that it's my battery, so please replace it. And they were like, it's not your battery. And I was like, please, this is what they're telling me to do. And so they took my phone apart, and I left it for an hour, pretty much, and I went to eat dinner. And I came back, and they were, the manager, the store manager, really sweet, she's really nice, came up to me and she was like, your phone is not right in the inside. She's like, your battery's supposed to be like facing up like this, and it's turned sideways. And your logic board is like missing pieces, and there's no adhesive in the inside of your phone to keep it water resistant or to hold it together, like, and there's no adhesive around your battery, and it just is like everything shifted and messed up in there. And I don't think it's your, like, it's not your battery, and I don't want to charge you $100 for something that's not going to fix the problem. And I really appreciated that. They're really nice. And so I got back on to Apple support. They gave me a printout with all of this documentation about like what they said, what like the pictures they had taken, and their like phone number, and told them, they're like, give them our phone number so we can talk to them about it. Okay, so I get on again with Apple Care for the 4th time, and I tell them everything that has been said. Like, I tell them, and she doesn't listen to me. And so she transfers me to her super, and her super doesn't listen to me really. They just keep going on about how it's the battery, and I'm like, but they say it's not the battery. They say that the inside of my phone is wrong, and I've never sent this phone off. It's not a refurbished phone. Like, this is the phone that I bought from the Apple store. Not from the Apple, from the AT&T store 2 years ago when I bought a new phone. And they were like, no, it's the battery. They'll charge you for a battery repair. It'll be fine. And they were like, it's gonna be 5 to 7 business days. And I was like, I've explained to 17 different people today that I cannot be without a phone for 5 to 7 business days. It is not a possibility for me. I use my phone for work, and by doing that, I will not be able to afford my bills for the month. And they were like, well, we don't really know what to do for you and all this other stuff. And I just was like, listen, please. And so they're like, okay, well, we can express it. And so to express it though, we're gonna need to put a hold on your account for like $500. Well, they didn't even say that. They just said they'd have to put a hold on my account for the amount of the phone and all this other stuff. And I was like, okay, sounds good. Okay, sounds doable. And I was like, okay, so this hold, is it gonna be on my AT&T like phone account? It's gonna be on my iTunes, my like iCloud, those accounts. And they were like, oh no, we need a credit card. And I was like, I don't have a credit card. Like, I mean, I do. I have two, but they're like Target and Torrid, so they are like can only be used at those stores. I was like, I don't have a credit card. And they're like, well, then we can't do this, and it'll be the 5 to 7 business days. So I was like, okay, I can't do that. So I called my sister, and being the sweetheart that she is, she let me use her credit card for them to put this hold on it. And they were like, so I used her credit card, and they were like, it's gonna be like $500 until we get the other phone back. And I was like, oh yeah, like let's just chop off the arm too while we're here. And they were like, but you'll get it all refunded except for like the $30 fee to express it, and then if they replace your battery, it's another $50. And I was like, whatever, $70 is better than a $1,200 phone, you know? Like, it's better than a $1,200 phone, so let's just whatever. But so this all like happened. This took hours. Like, I left the Apple store at, it was like an hour from when I dropped off my phone, so like 5:40. I got out to my car and for 30 minutes talked to the Apple support for the 3rd time. And then I sat in the parking lot at the mall and typed in all the information and sent it off. So I didn't get home until like basically 8. And now it's been an hour since I got home. And I just needed a minute. Like, I had to go talk to my sister, thank her for being awesome, and like have a freak out because what the heck? And mentally have to stop myself from buying things, because when I get stressed I shop. I don't know if it's a Southern thing or if it's a girl thing or if it's my family thing. It's definitely my family thing. But I had to stop myself from shopping, and I'm still staring at the webpage of Torrid because like the Harley Quinn bathing suit is calling me. And so I've not got anything else done since my laundry. And I didn't even get my laundry finished because I was just so sick and tired of my phone restarting constantly. And like, so it restarts and it tells you the battery's dead. And the battery is always at like 50, 70, 90. Like right now it's at 94% and it's telling me that the battery's dead when it turns off. And so that's why they're like, oh, it's the battery. And I don't know what it is. All I know is that I have spent a day trying to like, and I'm not like, so I'm not as like green as I used to be. Like, so like 4 years ago, freshman, sophomore college, I started having phone problems, and they'd be like, okay, well, it's this to fix it. Well, it's this to fix it. Or it's this to fix it. And I'd be like, okay. And I didn't ask any questions. Now, because I do pay my own bills mostly, I like am like, well, how much does that cost? And what does this mean? And I was asking her all these questions, and she's like, well, I don't have these answers for you, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, okay, well, will they call me before they like charge $500 to this card because they think my phone's been tampered with? And she's like, oh yeah, read the email later. No, they're not gonna call me. So I foresee in my future that I'm gonna be making a phone call to Apple being like, listen, I was told that they would indeed call me before they did this because I want that phone back. And I'll send this one back to you and pay the shipping costs for both. And I'll just go buy myself a new phone because no. Let me spell this out for you. No. It's not happening. I'm not gonna pay you $500 to fix my phone that, according to you, is only worth $400. No. No. And so like, so we have an upgrade, like we're due for an upgrade. But my sister wanted to wait till this, like, so it's January, so like about a year to this upcoming Christmas to get us all, like, upgrade all of our phones. And then right after Christmas, my phone started acting up and she was like, Terry, you gotta make it last. And I was like, listen, I'm trying. Like, I want it to last. I don't want a new iPhone. I am very content with my iPhone 8. It works how I want it to work. The battery lasts great. It's got Touch ID instead of Face ID because I don't want Face ID. Like, I don't want it. I've had it before on when I had Samsungs and I didn't like how it worked. And it, like, half the time wouldn't read my face, and like, I don't like typing in my passcode. You know what never fails? My Touch ID never fails. Except for when, like, my hand is wet, but usually my other hand isn't wet if one's wet. So that's all what's happened today. So I have still got a lot of stuff that has not gotten done. And I just took a shot of whiskey. I don't even like whiskey. I bought this thing of whiskey for who knows why. I'm not even feeling it. And that's really frustrating for me because, like, wine, it hits me. Whiskey, it's like, well. I'm just frustrated. And this is a rant. Like, it is 100% a rant. And it's not, like, any of the people's fault except for the super and the other girl who, when I called the 4th time, no one listened to me. And that's very frustrating to me because I kept, like, being like, no, it's not the battery. And they just don't care. They're like, it's the battery, it's the battery. I was like, no, it's not the battery, it's not the freaking battery. It's okay. Everything. No, it's not okay. Like, I'm literally losing my mind, but you know, it's okay. So I hear Bruiser, but I don't see him. Sharpay's asleep on the couch. Bruiser's asleep somewhere. I can hear him, but I can't see him. So I'm kind of wondering where he is. Let's find Bruiser. Let's look at the cute dogs. Let me see if I can get a good Sharpay angle. Of course, it's not going to focus now. Oh, there he is. Yeah, baby. Are you best baby? You wish you were asleep. Yeah, I know. 9 o'clock hits, it's your bedtime. Here's my other sweetie. There she is. She sleep on the couch. Okay, I sweep into bed closest to mommy. Sometimes they both lay on here and go to sleep. Not tonight, but I sweep into bed. Good morning, guys, and welcome back to another day in the beautiful life of Terry. I'm getting ready for the day. So brush my teeth. I guess I should face the opposite way. So we've got some stuff to do today. I'm getting real tired. So I have 2 camera batteries, right? So I have a, like, off-brand camera battery, and then I have the, like, battery that came with the camera. And the off-brand battery lasts twice as long as the one that came with the camera. And I just think that's a little ridiculous because, like, what the heck? So, you know, things, life. I actually let myself sleep in, so, like, right now it's about 9:35-ish. and I'm gonna run and go get breakfast real quick and contemplate my existence. Just kidding, probably. I'm gonna go get breakfast. I might go see my nephew, and I might actually take you guys to see him. I am gonna stay in my pajamas to go get breakfast though, because it's Chick-fil-A and they've seen me at my worst. But I am brushing my teeth and getting the rest of the way ready, and I will change out my pajamas maybe after breakfast, maybe not. They're real comfortable. And then I got paid last night, so I'm gonna sit down and pay most of my bills. So we're gonna continue on with this beautiful life.